This is Carl Ford with the University of Minnesota Extension Service in horticulture. And this is what's happening in the orchard, where we attempt to bring the orchard to you. And today, we're going to Applejack Orchards in Delano, Minnesota, and visit Mike Dukarski, who's going to talk to us about the strawberries in his strawberry patch. Today is Wednesday, June 16th. Just so you know, it's the beginning of strawberry picking in the central part of Minnesota. In the upper parts of Minnesota, it will probably be a week or two later, and they're probably well into it in southern Minnesota. So let's go see what Mike has to say.
Hi, my name is Mike Dukarski. I run Applejack Orchards, my wife and I, and we have a 6-acre strawberry patch which we opened up last Thursday. Today is the 16th of June, and we're going pretty much in full bore right now. We have 6 varieties I'll talk about today, which are the 6 varieties we have in our patch. We have 3 that are ripe right now, and there's no problem filling up a flat of berries in a very short period of time. And there's 3 others that are turning ripe, and this weekend they're going to be getting toward their prime, and for the next couple of days there'll be plenty of berries. Glooskap, Dar Select, and Honey Eye are what we're picking in quantities right now. Glooskap, we probably have our largest planting of Glooskap. I like them for several reasons. It's a very winter hardy plant, and we get a crop every year, and the plants really hold up well. Dar Select is a European berry I was kind of talked into getting. We're very happy with it. The size is a little bit smaller, but they're firm and they're sweet and they're very good. Honey Eye's been around for a while. It's kind of an old standby for Minnesota growers. And I'm going to take just a taste of each one of these and tell you a little bit about it. First, the Glooskap, which I say we've got our biggest planting in. Very sweet treat. If you look at the center of these, after I've bit into it, it's red all the way through. Some of the berries that we get from Florida, California, and Chile, they're red on the outside but white on the inside. Now the Dar Select, a little bit sweeter. Very good. And the Honey Eye, nice large one. These berries are perfectly ripe. As you can see, they're red all the way around. And you know, I'm tasting these, and I encourage people when they come to our patch to do the same thing, is to taste. We have the rows marked, and we do have a description of these in our strawberry barn, so people can go out and pick what they want. But taste them. If you like what's in that row, pick it. If you don't, go to another row. We don't have no problem with that. But now the Honey Eye. That's a culinary treat. Julia Child couldn't make anything that good. Very happy with that. I'm going to move down just a little bit and talk about 3 varieties that are ripe, but they really need a few more days in the patch. Jewel, Eros, and Winona. Winona is a variety that's probably my favorite. It's very winter hardy. It's a good tasting berry, and we get a crop, a very good crop, 5 out of 6 years, and it's just wonderful. I'm going to start with that. That's probably the least ripe berry, but you can see they're nice shaped. They're generally about this size, so you won't have trouble finding a flat of berries. This one, as you can see, I don't know if the color will pick up, but they're a little bit white on the shoulder. When they're like that, they're not exactly ripe. They should be red all the way to the top. That's going to be a good berry. Eros is another variety that came from Europe. This has a kind of a tropical strawberry taste. You'll like it. We're moderately happy with Eros. It's not well known in Minnesota. I don't know if I'd plant these again. They have a different sweetness. If you have a chance to try them, go out in our patch and try them. It's a different type of sweetness. It's very good, but it's a little bit different. And Jewel is an old standby for Minnesota and for patches in this northern area. It's a fairly decent winter hardy berry, not as winter hardy as the Winona or the Glooskap, and but they're prolific, and you'll have a good taste. Let me just see what this is like. These are ready right now. The sweetness is finished in this. It's very good berry. Well, thank you very much for listening to me. I encourage you to go to the berry patch closest to you. There's, if you check with the website minnesotagrown.com, all of us berry growers throughout the state are listed there. And go out and have an experience of picking your own fresh berries and taste them. There's, with these different varieties, there are very subtle differences, but there is a difference in taste. Right now they're all in their prime. We'll have berries for another 3 weeks. And enjoy yourself, and thank you for listening to me.
Well, thanks for that, Mike. I think there are a couple take-home lessons from some of the things you've said. One, it's a good idea to be able to recognize the difference between a ripe strawberry and an almost ripe strawberry. The taste differences are fairly dramatic. So you can see in these pictures of Jewel and Eros some ripe berries on your right side of the screen and some non-ripe berries on the left side of the screen. If you're interested in finding a strawberry patch near you, you can go to the minnesota.com website, which is listed on the screen. And if you're interested in more information on strawberry growing in particular, you can go to the Garden Information website, which is from the University of Minnesota, which is also on the screen. I think there are 4 take-home lessons from our trip to the strawberry patch today. One, when you go picking strawberries, find a variety in the field that you like, that tastes good to you. People's tastes vary quite a bit. Something that's too sweet to somebody else is just right to another person. And Mike suggested that. The second thing is to recognize that there is a great deal of variability among strawberry varieties, and you will encounter some that taste better to you than others. Also recognize that there's a great deal of variability in the taste of strawberries based on how ripe they are. And if you pick strawberries that are just not quite ripe, you will not get the best taste that that variety has to offer. So the ability to understand there's variability in those strawberries based on their ripeness, because when you bring them home, they will soften up, but they will never get sweeter. So finding the berry that's at the peak of ripeness when you pick it is the best way to get the best taste from that strawberry and the best experience for yourself in the picking. So this is Carl Ford for the University of Minnesota Extension Service, and we'll see you next time at What's Happening in the Orchard.